Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. This is going to be your March 2026 energy reading. And as you can see, the judgment popped up for you. It actually popped out twice while I was shuffling your cards. So I feel like it really has a strong message for you, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. The judgment is this card of breakthrough, revelation, awakening. This is a card where something that maybe you have been struggling with, finally you are able to overcome it because you get some sort of insight, some sort of essentially awakening. So this is the point where you actually get to see, I am ready to move on, right? So some of you guys are ready to move on. I have here the Temperance 2 showing up for you. It's in the position of the block. The Temperance is saying, don't just go for the things that are familiar to you. It's important for you to test out the waters, to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone. And also the Temperance can symbolize that there is burnout essentially, and you need to make sure that you're pouring back to your own cup. It's really important for you to nourish yourself during this time. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more. What is the potential outcome for Capricorn? So the outcome for Capricorn, you have here the Nine of Wands, which is essentially getting to that finish line, knowing that what you're working towards, you're finally going to see a result that's going to result in you releasing a burden. So this is the card that is saying you're almost there, don't give up, okay? And then the advice here is the Ace of Swords. So this is the truth, okay? This is it's just like a mini judgment as well. So this is essentially the judgment card affirming itself, right? There is something that you will be learning, that you will be seeing some sort of insight, some sort of, other picture. You're going to see things from a whole different perspective, and this is going to unlock the next chapter for you. There could be, again, that you have been struggling with something that you might feel stuck, and the judgment is saying you're finally going to see what it is that you need to learn from this so you can move forward gracefully, right? So let's go ahead and see a little bit more on this judgment. What does Spirit want to share with you? So yeah, Two of Swords, which is being at a crossroads with a decision. That makes a lot of sense to me. The Two of Swords is this energy where you need to quiet down all of the distractions. This is where you need to find your own energy and really allow yourself to think for yourself, to not be influenced by any other people's opinions, because this is a decision that has to come from you. This is like essentially you are the only one that can unlock this next chapter. You have here the Knight of Swords, which when I saw it, I immediately felt like things will start to move faster, which you're not the only sign that has gotten that kind of message during these readings. But there is this energy of things will be picking up. There will be something coming at you quite fast. And I'm pretty sure that it's talking about this judgment, this unveiling, this, revelation of whatever block you have been dealing with. And then you have here, the High Priestess, which is, I feel like it's really important during this time, Capricorn, to take some time for stillness, to take some time to gather yourself, to connect with yourself. This is a card that is telling you that your intuition is trying to lead you to something, right? But the thing about intuition is that you have to allow yourself to calm down the ego, calm down the analytic mind so you can get these intuitive hunches. So essentially there is a revelation here. It could be internal. It could be external, right? Because the High Priestess can also symbolize secrets, right? But whatever this is, you know that you're at a crossroads where you know you're going to have to make a change. You're going to have to make a decision, so to speak. And this is going to come from a place of you really connecting with yourself so you can see what is the lesson that I'm trying to basically move on from. What is the lesson that I need to unlock? What is the lesson that I need to acquire in order for me to get out of this situation so I can have the judgment moment, so I can move forward and close the chapter, okay? All right, so we have here the Temperance as the block, which is you needing to take care of yourself, Capricorn. You needing to step out of your comfort zone. Queen of Cups, right? Emotionally, it's really important for you to make space for yourself, to make space to analyze, and not even analyze, but just to feel your emotions, right? And we have here the Four of Wands. There is a celebration coming through. This is an accomplishment, a milestone. So I feel like what this is saying is that the more that you take care of yourself, the more beautifully you can show up for your family, your loved ones, your friends, right? It's really important for you to allow yourself to basically nourish you before you nourish others, and that will be celebrated. You will be faced with support once you start taking care of yourself. which is a beautiful thing. It means that some of you guys have really great people around you that honor you as well. Okay. And then you have, the Hermit. I mean, it's like all of the cards are kind of saying like go into contemplation, go into a place of solitude, stillness, listen to your inner self. This is about connecting with yourself. You know what I mean? If you have been going through something that maybe has made you question your decisions, then this is where you need to just realign yourself and pour back to your own cup. Like I said, things will start to speed up. So prepare yourself for this burst of energy or this burst of action, by going into this energy of introspection, so you're able to connect with yourself, so that way you can pivot and handle these fast-paced events coming your way from a very grounded space. Okay. So the 9 of Wands, which is the outcome, you have here the Fool. This is a new beginning. This is the reset, which I love to see, because the Judgment card is essentially saying that there is something that you are essentially leaving behind, because you have gathered the experience, the lesson from this particular situation, right? And we have here, 6 of Wands, this very successful card showing here for you. And this is just saying don't give up, because there is an outcome that's going to show up in your favor with the Justice card as well. This is the checks and balances. This is about essentially balancing something out, but it could be that some of you guys might be dealing with legal matters. And if you are, this is the victory is yours, right? It's going to be good outcomes showing up for you. And I really enjoy that for you, right? So now we're going to get into the advice, and we're going to see what Spirit wants to share with you with the advice, which is this Ace of Swords. Okay, so you have here the 4 of Cups, and this is a really interesting tale. I want you to really look at this card. And this card is basically saying that when you least expect it, you're going to get an offer that might not be like the other offers in the past, but it requires for you to be open-minded. Okay, so there could be that you might have your guard up during this time when it comes to accepting new things and stuff like that, but Spirit is saying that there is an offer that you don't necessarily see, that could be the offer that changes everything. This could be from a job, this could be a conversation, this could be a love offer, whatever it is, but there's something that basically will get your attention, but you might be quick to shut it down before knowing what it is. Okay, so this one really wants to show up. You have Ace of Pentacles. There's like a new offer, a new opportunity to essentially grow a seed, because the Ace of Pentacles is quite slow moving, but this is a solid opportunity. This is a solid environment that you can build for yourself. This just requires grit, patience. It requires a lot of love, a lot of attention. But regardless, it is something that if you commit, it could be very beautiful for you. Going back to the theme of the reading in general, we were talking about how the Judgment is essentially you getting to a point where you see and you get this revelation that allows you to move forward from something that you potentially have been weighing in your life, right? With that 2 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, things will start speeding up. This is also very analytical for you, and some of you guys need to go from a more intuitive place. You have to reach out to your intuition, right? And make some space for how the intuition is speaking to you. So that's really important. But there's a lot of victory here, a lot of accomplishment here, a reset that's coming through. But the main thing is that Spirit is saying don't give up, because it's almost there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get an oracle card for you. What do we have for the oracle for Capricorn? Capricorn, your oracle card, it says kinship, community, your group. What a beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and see what the guidebook wants to share with you. So it says, this card shows a small group of people sitting around a campfire, experiencing a fun evening together. There's a warmth and intimate energy with shared feelings, genuine closeness. This type of connection is an important energetic element in your life. When you join with the right people, you can fulfill lifetimes of karmic purpose and lessons with great benefits for you and for the others involved. This vortex of supportive energy is very valuable, for it can lift your mood when you're down and inspire you to further achieve when you are already in flying further. So join forces with others like-minded, whether those people are friends, co-workers, team members, or spiritual seekers. Prioritize each other's goals and support one another on your personal paths. Your union with these people can lay the foundation for genuine self-expression, happy experiences, and pure fun and joy. That's really beautiful. And I see that with that Four of Wands. I see that you will be strongly supported during this time. And also, right, you need to make you the priority, so that way you can really figure out what it is that you're looking for in your relationships. That's really important. Okay, so Capricorn, with that being said, this is the reading that I have for you. Please let me know if this reading resonated with you in any kind of way, and if it did, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Bye.